You want to do this, lads?
Yeah.
Right.
Very good morning. 6:30 a.m. We've traipsed down to the Devon coastline, ready for the first attempt, or my successful 6-hour swim in 16-degree water or below. Had to come down to Devon because it was the only place in the country, south, that had cold water. Everywhere else has just crept above that now. Some places 19, some places 18, Dover just over 16. So, got ourselves a boat, crew. We've got a beautiful day. The water's cold. It's super still out there. You'll see on the footage as we go through it. Let's get this 6 hour ticked off. It's going to be the first time I've been in the sea for 6 hours. First time I've ever swam for 6 hours. First time I've been in this temperature for 6 hours. So we're going to see how that goes. I did a 4-hour swim, as you'll remember, and that was a bit warmer. So this is going to be interesting. There's lots of firsts here. But let's get it ticked off. I think we've got the perfect day for it. Sun's on my back at the moment. It's going to be for a while, so wish me luck.
You gotta know what you wanna do. You gotta dedicate yourself to it. You gotta wake up thinking about it. Go to work thinking about it. Go to bed thinking about it. You gotta dream about it. I put my life on this. Hand to God. Other hand on my chest.
Welcome back. Big week this week as I attempted to tick off the huge milestone, the dreaded 6-hour swim in under 16-degree conditions. Now, this is a swim that is compulsory in order to do the English Channel swim. So it's set by the CSA, which is the Channel Swimming Association, and you have to complete a 6-hour swim in conditions under 16 degrees in your channel swimwear. So goggles, hat, and Speedos.
Still harder on the back of it.
And it's a very, it's one of those swims that if you've not done that type of thing before, which I haven't, it is sort of hanging over me. Bearing in mind, only 4 weeks before, or even 4 or 5 weeks before, I hadn't swum outside, and I did my first swim outside, and I only managed to do 30 minutes in a lake at that temperature. Fast forward 5 weeks later, here was me attempting to do 6 hours in under 16 degrees, actually 15.8 degrees it turned out to be. So, how did it go? Well, turns out that the seas around the UK are particularly warm for this time of year, so I had to trek all the way down to Devon to find this very quiet, secluded area, which happened to have water that was 15.8 degrees. It was the coldest spot in the whole of the south coast. Beautiful, picturesque beach. Absolutely amazing. So I travelled down there the day before. I managed to scramble together an all-star team.
Yeah, looking really strong, mate.
Good fun, mate.
You've got to be careful though. Dale, you've got to be careful, there's crooks in the water.
Crocs. Alligator territory around here, mate.
Hey, there's crooks in the water.
No, you did down. Oh, you did see it.
No, so we've got to head to the middle, between the end of the beach and the rock. We're going straight for the centre of that.
Yeah.
It's the last beach you can, well, no, you can't see it from that level.
I'm just saying a bit solid in as well. What are you talking about, boss? You don't want to hit that wall, man.
Both fucking shot it now!
All ex-armed forces, super switched on, all with operational experience in Afghanistan. It's the sort of team that you need in order to attempt something like this, because to do a 6 hour swim, you need really, you can't really have people on the coast if you're in the sea, because I can't get out. You know, the people could suppose throw things in if I'm swimming close to the coast, but we needed boat support next to me in order to supply me for my feeds, and also to make sure I wasn't going to go down with hypothermia, because this is what the 6 hour sea swim is all about. This is why the Channel Swimming Association make this a thing that you have to tick off and get done, because the channel is cold, and when you're in cold water for a prolonged period of time, there's this gradual cooling effect on your body, even when you've built up some tolerance to it. So the sea swim is designed, the 6 hour swim is designed to test your ability to endure that cold stress over a prolonged period of time. Also to test that you can swim and you're not going to drown. But it's really a hypothermia test, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm in your town, I'm coming your way, just wait up. Me and my team ain't taking no L's, I told them you don't wanna play us. We going downtown with a flight in the morning, said fuck it, I'm just gonna stay up. Remember last year, I told them the price, and now they all wanna pay up. They hit me now, they coming too late, all I reply is to save up. Me and my guys, we did it ourselves, so no one can say that they made us. They gave me the shit, they trying to guard me, I told them you gotta go straight up. We eating for days, I've been in the gym, I swear that I'm getting my weight up, yeah.
Along the way, you know, all I had to do was, in my head, was just tick off half an hour at a time. The way I've designed my feeding at the moment is to do half an hour feeds, and I have in each feed I have a quarter of an electrolyte tab, which is about 125 milligrams of sodium. Because I'm in salt water, I don't need as much as maybe as I would do if I was sort of cycling or something like that. I'm in cold water, so I'm not sweating quite as much. Also, I had 40 grams of carbohydrate, beta fuel, which is fructose and maltodextrin combination. Every half an hour I have that, with 250 millilitres of water. And what we decided to do, because it was cold, and it really was cold, 15.8 degrees over a long period of time is cold. We decided to try warm feeds for the first time. So we had 200 out of the 250 millilitres of fluid, we had about 150 millilitres of boiling water, and 100 ml of not boiling water. So I had quite a warm feed. The sun was shining, it was beautiful, the scenery was amazing around me. The water was cold, but the sun was on my back. It was good times. The sea was like glass. It was like being in a swimming pool, I suppose. But the only thing that I was working against was a fairly strong tide, which was going in the opposite direction to where I was swimming. Along the way, of course, I managed to find myself swimming through, for the first time ever, through jellyfish. And like, you know, I'm talking thousands of jellyfish, not just a few jellyfish, you know, here and there, thousands, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of bloody jellyfish.
Tons of them, isn't there?
The thing is, if they hurt, you wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
It's all right. It just feels like a little.
No, it's not, mate.
Scratch
it's like razor blades, mate.
Oh, is it?
The camera. Brutal, man. You want to do this, lads?
No.
Fucking hell.
It's a lot more choppy than it looks.
I know it looks smooth. It was an interesting experience, and these type of jellyfish, I don't know what type they are. I need to once again educate myself on this. But they sting, but they don't. It's not particularly painful. It feels like nettle stings. So I was swimming through them, and I was getting stung everywhere. And they were all over me. You'll see on the footage, but it wasn't particularly painful. It was fine. Got to the turnaround point, and so about 3 hours in, maybe even longer, 3.5 hours in, I think we did, because of the tide, and then we decided to start swimming back. of which the first half an hour I felt super strong because I had the tide on my side. I was almost like flying along. And then about the 4 hour mark, I started to notice that the cold was starting to affect me. It was the coldest, or ended up being the coldest I've ever been in my entire life. I was shivering while swimming for probably about 2 hours.
Half hour left. That's a beast. 5.5 hour swim. Monstrous.
Last leg now, mate.
It wasn't the most comfortable experience, and it's not the type of experience that I want to be having again and again and again. I tried to work out why, afterwards, why I got so cold. I looked at my heart rate, I looked at my stroke rate, and actually around that 4 hour mark I did drop off in terms of stroke rate, and I did drop off in terms of my heart rate, so I wasn't working as hard. That may have been the reason why I started to feel cold.
Is it cold up there? Wait, you've swum for 6 hours, you've swum for 5.5 hours. I've just got a new career in 5.5 hours as well. Literally.
What are you doing?
What I done fucking 15 years ago, but this time better.
He's going to do a better job of it this time.
Lads, as soon as we're done, we can head in now, basically.
Yeah, we've got to head straight in.
Get the warm kit straight on.
Yeah.
You
gonna have some coffee
Coffee
now?
this time, yeah.
I don't need coffee now.
You don't want any coffee?
Nah, my legs are fucked. Cramping, so I want to keep moving. I'm cold.
Alright.
I'll do it. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Right.
Straight back
Last
in.
leg, buddy. Last leg.
Last leg in now.
Last leg from here to here, and we're done.
It's impossible to get out of the rest of them.
Right, G-Land coming out.
An effort, buddy. That's an effort.
No.
Reverse for the camera. Baby, it's cold outside.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside. That is coldness, mate.
Great effort, mate.
6 hour qualification swim.
Complete.
I managed to get it done. I did the 6 hour swim. It was cold, very cold, which made it very hard, but overall it was okay. We picked a beautiful location, had a great team with me. I felt strong, I felt fit, my shoulders were good. It was the first time I've ever been in the water for 6 hours like that. First time I've ever done a 6 hour swim. First time I've ever been in under 16 degree water for 6 hours. First time I've practiced the fueling over that sort of distance for swimming. First time I ever swam alongside a boat. Only the 4th sea swim I've ever done for this preparation. So I did the 4 hour sea swim on Walton and the Naze that you've seen. I did a couple of 1 hours in Dover, and I did this one, the 6 hour. So it was a big step up in intensity, and it has been that way throughout the whole of this preparation. Like I told you before, I've left it skinny. Left myself skinny on preparation, 1 hour a day, averaged over the duration of the preparation, and that's including doing these longer swims, right? So on weeks I do the longer swims, you've got a 6 hour, you average out over say 6 hour on one of the weeks, average it over 2 weeks. That means I'm doing the 6 hours, and you've got 8, and I've got 4 hours each week then of training time. So I'm not cheating here. I've made it hard for myself, but it's all moving in the right direction. It's all moving in the right direction, and you know, at this point right now, 6 hour ticked off. I've got 2.5 months until I swim the English Channel. So lots of training to be done between now and then, lots more sea swims, but I've got flies flying around me at the moment, lots more sea swims, lots more training, lots more chance to perfect my technique, improve my cadence, get into a rhythm, and of course get used to the cold. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.